Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I was about like 2 minutes late because I needed to find out my life purpose. No, I'm joking. I was messing up some stuff. I really was. I messing up some settings on my website. I had to go fix it. Now it's fixed. So I'm here. How are you guys doing? You guys feeling good? No, I don't know where the hell the Empress went. I never saw her. I never saw her again. Someone said that it was back in the deck. And I was just like, oh, that's good. And I didn't bother checking. So let's see. If you find yourself here and you're not Piscean, you're not cross-watching, this is because there's some message in this for you. Now, this is probably the most important reading for Pisces during this period. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel that very strongly. This is the most important reading you're going to hear in a very long time, okay? I don't know if you're going to hear something this important again anytime soon, but I'm hearing that it's not going to be for a very long time that you get this kind of information again. All right, I feel all rushed now. I feel like I got a rush to do this. Okay. All right. Ooh. Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay. Lordy, lordy. Let us see. Let us see. Okay, I can feel someone getting super nervous at this point. What are you guys nervous about? You're making me nervous. What is that about? Are you wondering if this reading is going to be about someone? I think it's going to be about you, to be honest. I think it's going to be about you allowing yourself to get the information that you need, the information, clarity, guidance that you deserve. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. If you're worried about someone, they're not worth your time anyway. No, I'm joking. If you're worried about someone, let's just see how the cards play out. Let's see how this goes. I will be honest, there is a card that oftentimes can indicate someone that you have some sort of either karmic connection or like a twin connection or whatever. We're just going to say whatever. Okay. Final deck. Here we go. All right, guys. Make this good for us, creation. Seriously, give us some good news because Pisces been through the ringer already. Give us some really good news. Oh, I feel a sort of like lightheartedness. I'm feeling some sort of like a huge weight has been lifted off of someone's shoulders. It almost even feels like, oh, finally, like, finally, oh my gosh. Finally, I never thought it's were you mad at someone? Is that what it is? You were mad at someone? Because it's this feeling of, I never thought they'd stop being mad. Well, I'm pretty sure if you were mad, it's for a reason. Let's see. Someone said she is in the deck. She is. And guess what, guys? I also refound the crystal. Pedro, man. Pedro be playing too much. He be playing too much. Let's get started. Forget about Pedro. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Card number 26, collaborative dreaming. So what's been going on is sort of like a forced or feigned type of sleep. you're not really asleep, and you've known this. You've known this. It's been very difficult for you to process whatever it is that's been happening in your life. It's been very difficult. Maybe there's a part of you that wonders why it has to be the way that it happened. Whatever it is that happened, why did it have to be that way? Are you ready to hear the truth? It had to be that way because you refused to have it be any other way. Okay, 100%, 1122, 527, woo, 11935. Look at all those numbers, all these numbers. You wouldn't allow it to be any other way. For whatever reason, whatever it is that happened, you were hurt. And so after that, after you got hurt, it was just like, F it. No, I'm not going to cooperate. I'm not going to do anything that you want me to do or need me to do. And it's not that you were talking to someone else. You were talking to your higher self. You were fighting yourself. You were pushing out and locking out the aspects of yourself that needed your attention. And whoever this individual is just a messenger. They were brought to you by your higher self to see these aspects of yourself. But you weren't ready. And so instead you fixated on the person instead of the message. I myself, I had an interaction with someone that really, really hurt my feelings. And it hurt my feelings because I finally understood what it does when I just remove myself from someone's journey, from someone's presence. Because I used to do that quite a bit. We'd get really close, and then, something would irritate me and I'd be out. And it's not even the person irritating me. I would just shut down. I would completely deactivate all of my social media and just disappear. And I never understood it until it was done to me by someone whose presence had such significance to me for I don't even know what reason. And they went super quiet, and then I was like, oh my God, this is what it feels like. Because to me, it was always like, oh God, I'm really not that special. They can have another friend that they can giggle with on Messenger. It's not a big deal. But it apparently was a big deal. It was a big deal. And I couldn't understand it until I experienced it based on someone who's a reflection of me. And it was something that was so it was such an intense lesson that when they did decide to try and reconnect, I was like, I'm good. No, sorry, I'm good. But no, was I good? No, I was in denial of the lessons that I was in at that moment, and had nothing to do with the individual. So Pisces, maybe we need to understand that a lot of the things that we're going through right now, it really has nothing to do with someone else, and has everything to do with our ability to face our own music. Because these people are nothing but sounding boards for us. We're just hearing reflected back to us the very song from our heart, the things that we're struggling through and not able to really process, not able or willing to process. So card number 3, detox, cleanse and restore yourself. It's okay for you to kind of just lay there and have a crying fit by yourself and just really cry it all out and allow yourself to really just process your life. Me personally, I didn't really need a crying fit. Well, I don't know. It was a hypnosis session. I probably did cry. I don't know. But the only way I'm able to process the things that I was going through from so many lifetimes, I needed someone who's neutral, someone who doesn't necessarily coddle my insecurities and my fears. My hypnotherapist totally, at one point, someone that I have a soul connection with, I was like, they irritate me. I don't want them here. And then if I remember right, he was like, no. This being is helping you, is helping to heal this aspect of you. You need to listen to what they're saying. And I was like, I don't want to. I had to, though. I had to. So you have to find a place either within yourself or a place created by someone else for you that's neutral, where you can go ahead and process these events, these thoughts, these feelings without someone either negating the validity of your experience or someone coddling that unjustified, unbalanced, reactionary response. Because sometimes we think we're responding, but it's actually just a reaction that we have used so much that now it's like, oh, we think it's a response. We think that we figured it out and this is how. No, it's not healed. It's really not healed. So card number 3, look at that. 3 and 3. So Mercury mind, it's reflecting the same message, mirroring detox. Mercury, from my limited understanding, it could be like a very trickster type energy, one causing confusion. Let's see. So Mercury is about connectivity, geometry, logic, nervous system, and skills. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the book. So card number 3. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Mercury. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh. Otherwise, they'll kill you. Mercury, the planet of intelligence and talking, is the closest planet to the sun, also making it the fastest planet to move through the zodiac. So the Mercury card suggests you must put effort behind your talk. So not only do you need to state that you want to heal, you need to put the effort in towards that healing. In addition to that, oh my gosh, so it's the closest planet to the sun, also making it the fastest planet to move through the zodiac. So this is going to be quick movement. This is going to be so if someone, whoever this person is serving as like your sunshine, if they are your sunflower, and this is, we're removing all of the romantic stuff from this, okay? That's just for some other video full of fuckery. This is a fuckery-free video. So if someone serves as sort of like a sun for you, within your own solar system, they are your sun, and the sun represents the brightness of truth. And sometimes a person, their purpose in your life is to really illuminate all the ways in which you've deceived yourself. Ooh, things are getting real crunk right now. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Let's see. So the god Mercury and his counterparts also have very much to do with magic and medicine. So this is about helping to heal you in a magical way. When it comes to the body, Mercury rules the eyes, brain, nerves, as well as the fingers and toes. So it's about sensory, sensing, the eyes, the fingers, the toes, the brain, the nerves. It's about feeling, allowing yourself to feel through this process. In ancient Greece, Hermes was the god of roads and transportation and was the son of Apollo, the sun god. So roads and transportations, this is about Pisces really, really using your fingers and your toes to create the pathways that will connect. Sorry, Michael said something. That will create the pathways to connect you back to whatever lessons it was that you totally shut down, okay? Let's see. It's the planet of gaslighting, causing purposeful confusion in the minds of others to gain something not really deserved. So are you using your experiences and your ability, your elevated ability to convey emotions and certain other things, thoughts that that will get people to be supportive of your distorted path? Pisces, you know we can do this, right? You know we have the ability to do this, where we can explain things in such a way, even though we know it's a real fucked up thing that we're trying to participate in, we have a way of explaining things so that other people will be like, oh my God, you're so right. Michael says, case in point, my stance on twins. Whatever, Michael. It's true. It's true. Sometimes, and you guys know this because I stated in the lives, my sourness affects my perception of the messages. I'm not denying it. I'm not denying it. That's why I say you shouldn't just listen to me. I'm like, who the fuck am I anyways? Don't just listen to me. Allow yourself to receive the messages that resonate and discard the rest. The rest is my own personal trauma being peppered onto the feast before you. So there goes. Now you guys see like firsthand how your own perception can definitely affect other people's willingness to join you in that journey of distortion. So here we go. It's time to use your mental faculties to get your point across. It may mark a period where you either have to talk your way out of something or talk your way into something. So I'm not going to try and talk my way out of my distorted talk on twins. Okay, I'm owning all of that. Nope. Don't try and feel bad and be like, oh no, it's okay. And no, hold me accountable to that. It's time for you to really just hold people accountable. And it's not hold them accountable and be angry. Hold them accountable. Yes, you did that. No, you're not that strong or powerful that you can affect me in that way. But yes, you did that. You absolutely did that. So that's a more healthier way to really begin to process how other people's distortions have affected your journey. Okay, hold them accountable as well as holding yourself accountable. Beware of gossip and other scandals. What you say in this situation can and will be used against you. You can expect to see fast developments. It can mean that friendship is the best option for you now. So here goes. Allow for friendships to be reestablished if you feel this is something that's not yet done. If you feel that you still need to have contact, if you feel you still need to have contact, maybe it can just be as friends for now. Okay, maybe it can be as friends, and as the two of you begin to really understand what happened way back when, that can lead to higher levels, higher forms of healing. Okay, but for now, we're taking the whole romantic thing out of this equation and really just focusing on trying to understand the journey that you've been on, together and separately. Most importantly, separately. You on your own. Okay, we're not here trying to heal someone else. We're not here trying to reconnect romantically with someone else. We're here to receive whatever messages we need to receive from soul. And if the messenger needs to be someone from our past, so be it. All right, so be it. No more saltiness from me regarding twin stuff. There will be saltiness from me regarding Michael stuff. Just making a statement. So this is also the card of brothers and sisters as well as twins. It's a time of flighty emotions and matters developing quickly. And this is the Magician card. It ties to the Magician card in the Tarot deck. In the Tarot. I don't know how people say that. This is crazy. So card number 40, darkness. There you are, a rabbit out of the hole. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's time for you to come out of your hole and explore your shadow aspects. It's time for you to explore it because it's time for your growth. Now, look at the moon. It looks like that's some sort of... I love how I can't control my face. I am so sorry. There's another eclipse coming up. And you're going to totally be a rabbit out of the hole. Okay? You're going to need to come out of that hole. You're going to have to explore the surroundings. It might feel a little bit dangerous. You might feel a little bit exposed. But I think you're going to be fine. Okay, and this is just a general reading. I think with the energies, what they're saying is you're going to be fine. It's just a feeling of being overly exposed, a feeling of being... what did you say? Okay. So you as a little bunny, you're being asked to walk down this path. This path is still within darkness, okay? Not even the light of the moon will be able to help you. You have to walk down this path because just over here, just beyond that place, is all the answers that you need. All these questions that you've been asking within yourself, too afraid to ask other people, these questions that you feel the answers have been withheld from you. All of that is just beyond the riverbed. It's just beyond this. It's just beyond this because it kind of goes down. I'm nervous. I'm not even going to lie. I feel very nervous. I don't know what we're being instructed to do. But we're going to leave that alone, okay? So card number 19, fire. So you're being asked to burn up all the doubts, all the fear. You're being asked to burn it all up with your sacred flame. It's time for you to clear away the yuck. People oftentimes are like, oh my gosh, forest fires, oh my gosh. So forest fires, yes, are destructive. You've already been on that destructive path. You are the fire. As you were triggered however long ago, your flames have just been increasing and increasing. And you've been very destructive in your path. It's not someone else, Pisces. It's not someone else. You have been calling to you expressions of things within yourself, projections of an internal circumstance. You're externalizing it. And so everything's now burning all around you because you ass had to be a flamethrower. You couldn't just be a fucking campfire. Pisces, we're powerful like this. We really, truly are. We're not a fire sign. But we are powerful in this way. If you get triggered, if you allow yourself to, become all fired up, you start acting like a flamethrower sometimes. Let's tone it down. Let's go back to campfire. We got some marshmallows. We have some gluten-free graham crackers. I'm just saying, let's be peaceful. Okay, let's be peaceful. We don't have to fight all the time. Okay. Yes, you can swim, you can fly, you can walk, you can do whatever the heck you want. Pisces is the last zodiac. That means we are corded into all the other zodiacs. That means you have the ability to pull into you both the power and the weakness of whatever zodiac you want to embody. And there's just a lot of this like, oh, I have to play this role. I have to be this and I have to be that. This label tells me that I'm this. No, the Piscean label tells me I can be whatever the fuck I want to be. If I want to be bullish like a Taurus, then fuck yes, I will be. If I want to be like really dark, like, Scorpio, and a lot of people ask me, are you Scorpio? No, I'm not. I'm Pisces. So yeah, no, be whatever the fuck you want. Be whatever you want. Don't let people tell you that you have to be this, you have to be that. No. Okay. So, Six of Pentacles, selfishness, envy, jealousy, bad debt, unpaid loans. So, what I'm getting from this card is very specific. Very, very specific, okay? Let me see. So it's almost this sense of someone might have accused you of being bad in some way, not being nice, not being giving enough. And it might not have even been said out loud. It might have been something that was just felt and thought, and you are so sensitive. I think it has to do with whoever this is about. You are so sensitive to any feeling of disappointment connected to you in any way, shape, or form that it caused you to shut down. Envy, jealousy, bad debt, unpaid loans. So now you're kind of in a debt. Okay, you're in a place of debt because there was energy that was still needing to be exchanged between you and someone else. I don't know who this someone else is, but there was energy still needing to be exchanged between the two of you, and you shut that shit down. Shut her down. That's what you said, like in your heart. Shut her down. And so it got shut down. And now there's this imbalance, and that's what's really throwing you off kilter. This imbalance with someone else has been too much for you to manage on your own. Okay? Pisces, I don't care how many personalities we have. I don't care how many. This is too much for you to balance on your own. It is okay to understand, to accept this fact. We are not superheroes. You don't have to have everything on lock, everything taken care of. No, sometimes you need to admit to yourself that you need a little bit of help to rebalance things. And maybe the way you rebalance things is by allowing yourself to recognize the gravity of someone else in your journey. Pisces, we're not regular people. And if you're cross-watching and you don't like that I said that, you think I'm full of ego and stuff, no, that's your own perception. I'm not saying we're better than other ones. I'm saying we're not like other people. And I'm saying we're not like other people because we have a tendency to really, really guilt ourselves, really shame ourselves for needing help. Why is that? Why can't we allow ourselves to receive as easily as we allow ourselves to give? Why is that? Why is that? Because we need someone else to help us see that imbalance. Just like right now, we need someone else to help us see we are being primed to receive something from another person, whether it be just communication, whether it be some sort of soul truth, whether it be a return of fractals of yourself that you've given away. You are being asked to allow yourself to receive. So do it. Allow yourself to receive. There's nothing wrong with it. You need help to rebalance yourself right now, to rebalance your perception of your life, your journey, the decisions you've made, who you are as a person. There's nothing wrong with admitting you need some help right now. There's power in that. I lived much of my life feeling like if I allow people to know that I need help, that I can't do something on my own, that it's a sign of weakness, and damn sure people are going to come and destroy me. And all that really happened with that was I destroyed myself. Even to the point of something basic like moving heavy ass furniture, I can do it myself. At 110 pounds, I was dragging around furniture, like big, well-built, made out of solid wood furniture, because heaven forbid I let someone know that I can't do it myself. Well, girlfriend, they already knew you couldn't do it by yourself, but they also knew you'd get real nasty if they point that out. Why is that? Why do we do that? Is it some sense of like, I'm not enough and people won't love me if I'm not just giving, giving, giving? Is that what it is? And then when there's someone that comes along and is like, you don't have to give to me, I just want to give to you. Me personally, as a Pisces, I'm like, what are you going to do? What are you plotting? Why would you give to me? No one ever gives to me. Why would you give to me? You're plotting something. You're going to do something and you're trying to just distract me. You're planning something, some way to hurt me. And Pisces, that's not always true. It's not always true. It's really not. I did this to my husband for a long time, a very, very, very long time. I wouldn't allow him to buy me anything. I mean, for years. You cannot buy me anything. I do not want any gifts. You cannot pay for my food. You cannot help me with rent. You cannot help me with anything, because I know you're just waiting for me to accept that, because once I finally do, you're going to be like, gotcha. I own you now. Yeah, don't chime in. Don't chime in. But yeah, no, I used to do this. And despite me doing this, I would still buy him all kind of stuff, like all sorts of stuff. And it didn't have to be his birthday or some sort of reason. because there's this part of me, and I recognize this now, there's this part of me that was always like, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. If he has no other shoe, he can't drop. So if I give him the shoe, that's not his shoe. He can't drop that. If he does drop, I'll be like, oh, that was my shoe anyways. See, I mean, do you realize how obnoxious that is? It took me a long time to realize how obnoxious that is. You know, like, I was already pregnant with our first child, and I was already like, no, no, you can't. No, I don't want anything. No, no, I don't even want you to buy groceries. It's crazy, you guys. It's crazy for us to think that it is somehow fair and appropriate to keep giving and not allow ourselves to receive. That's manipulation. When you allow yourself to be martyred, that is emotional manipulation, okay? Emotional manipulation is not okay. That is not a form of love. That is you trying to get some sort of feeling of control. Because if you've given so much and they haven't been allowed to give you anything, you are in control. And you're not. You can't control anything. You can't control anyone. The only thing you can control is yourself and the way you see things and your reaction or response based on your perception. That's the only thing you can control. So, all right. So we have the Emperor in reverse: immaturity, ineffectiveness, indecision, weakness of character, failure to control petty emotions. Pisces, they're calling us out. We are some petty ass fish. They are calling us out. And if you're Piscean and you find yourself really getting upset by the things that I'm saying, why? If this is not your truth, why are you mad? Why are you offended? If this is not your truth, if this is not a reflection of the truth within you that you refuse to acknowledge, why are you upset? I'll tell you why you're upset. Because I'm a reflection of you, and these are my own shortcomings that I perceive for myself. And you can't find a reason, a way to negate the truth that I'm speaking. And it's pissing you off because I'm saying this as someone who's part of the group. Too bad. I'm not going to let you continue with your bullshit. You don't have to admit it to me. I don't need you to do anything for me, but I'm not going to participate in that shit because it doesn't empower you, and that's not what this channel is for. So if you need someone to continue coddling you, someone to tell you and justify, it's someone else, find someone else to watch, because you're not going to hear that here. Okay, you're not going to hear that here. You're just not, because it's not the truth. So card number 29, seeing the true you. Let me just drink some tea. So, yeah, I'm not reading for Scorpio. This is a Pisces reading. And please know, it's kind of rude for you to request another Zodiac's reading while I'm focusing on my Piscean brothers and sisters. Plenty of other people reading Scorpio right now. Go find one of them. So card number 29, seeing the true you. Seeing the true you. It's okay for you to speak your truth. You guys heard me speak my truth right there. That's okay. No hesitation, no shame. If you're focusing on yourself and your journey, it's okay for you to just set it straight and be like, no, right now I'm working on me. Pisces, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And the people who would say, oh, you're being a bitch. Well, that's what you wanted from me. Yeah? Because why else would you ask me of something that has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now, and knowing what I'm doing right now is working on me? Why would you do that? So that's what you get. That's an asshole-ish thing to say, but I also have Capricorn. So That's me. That's me. Focus on yourself. Get nice and naked on your green couch within your heart. Know that there is no tea to spill. There's no tea to spill. Like, you're not even focused on the tea. Fuck the people who are going to be creating all sorts of gossip and rumors. Fuck them. They got nothing better to do. Okay? You have better things to do. They don't. That's not your problem. It's not your problem. They're not, I'm not saying they're a bad person. I'm saying their journey is theirs. Focus on yours for now. At this point, we need to be our priority. Okay, Pisces? Card number 27, resilience, burn away the past. Did we not just say, which card is it? Okay, I think it was this card. There's a forest fire. Yeah. You know what the forest is? Pisces, your forest is filled with all these trees that are not yours. All of those trees within your forest right now are representations of the people who you have taken their pain. You have taken ownership of their lessons, and you've robbed them. You've robbed them of their lessons. It doesn't help anyone. It does not help anyone for you to take away their opportunity to learn. Like, hold up really quick, guys. Okay. Oh, you beat me to it. It's not our job. It's really not our job to take on someone else's lessons. That's robbing them of their potentiality. When you take away their ability to learn on their own terms, that is not love, Pisces. So now it's time for us to burn away the past. Just burn it away. And some would say that that's so destructive. Why would you burn things away? Well, if you look at natural wildfires, they're burning away all the undergrowth. These are the things that make it very hard for the new growth to be established. So that gets burned away. And the soil then becomes very rich, okay? It becomes very, very rich with your truth, rich with your sacredness. Right. Cleanse 8. That's why I'm no longer reading for any other signs. I'm just not. I need to focus on me and my journey. And as Pisceans, you guys are a reflection of my journey. So I will continue to read for Pisces. But the other signs, it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't care about you. It's not that I don't love you. It's that I'm finally at a point in my journey where I care about me. I love me. And you're going to have to be okay with that. If you're not, there's plenty of other people who will read for you. It's not going to be me. And I don't feel bad because now I'm focusing all my attention on me and my growth. I deserve that. I deserve to finally, see my truth. And I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not going to feel guilty. My energy is for me now. So card number 25, first house, the body. Ooh, you are the first house. In this life, you're the body. You're part of the body. You're the one behind all the function of the body. So you need to focus on yourself. Let's see. All right. First house, the body. I'm not the perishable body, but the eternal self. In this life, what you are here to experience is very much tied to the perishable body. But that is not all you are. It's not. So you have to find that beautiful middle ground between honoring the soul while being fully present in the body. Move ahead with confidence. You are rising. Ooh, the first house represents where your strengths and weaknesses lie. It's the beginning to everything. The first house is also the mask that everyone else sees first. Although the first house is the house of self, it also has the persona you project. It's how you relate to the world first. So see, you guys, what you just witnessed right now was such a beautiful, beautiful gift. Although someone was being very selfish, and their comment was ill-timed, it gives me with opportunity to reclaim myself, my life, my energy. I come first. That mask, the mask that the first house talks about, that's gone. I don't want to wear a mask anymore. I don't want to play a role. I don't want to be what you want or need me to be. I want to create the type of environment where I can be me and you can be you and we can still be around each other. Where it doesn't have to be one way or the other. It doesn't have to be this thing of like, well, no, you have to speak the way I speak. No, you have to speak about the things that I speak about. No, I don't want to hear about that because that's stuff that bores me. Mm-mm. And we're so used to playing that role. How many of you Pisceans, someone will talk about things that maybe upset you, maybe bore you, and you're just like, oh, really? Oh, okay. And then what happened? And you really don't care what happened. How many of you do that? And some people will be like, well, that's just being polite. It's not being polite. It's being disrespectful. Playing that role, not being honest, not being authentic, that's disrespectful. And I used to do that so much, where I'm trying to force myself to listen. I mean, would you be happy with someone just, oh yeah, oh, okay, If you don't have the time, if you don't have the attention span to listen to what I'm saying, be honest with me. Just tell me, like, oh, can we talk later? Okay. But there's nothing more hurtful than when I'm saying something and I'm really like sharing of myself, and I'm hearing like, oh, okay, and it's like, motherfucker, you timed that wrong. You timed that wrong. I know now you're not listening to me. So let's not do that anymore. Let's rearrange the first house to be a place where we can be honest. We can be fully present. And if we can't be fully present, be honest about it. Hey, I really want to hear what you have to say, but like right now, I'm just not in my head. I'm trying to listen. I don't know. There's a lot on my mind. I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or ignore you or any of that. I don't know. Maybe I need a nap. Just be honest. Be honest. Be honest. And that's the very reason this drives my husband nuts. He'll make a statement, and as a Gemini, he needs me to like verify that I heard his statement. I'm not just going to make random sounds. If you say, hey, it was a beautiful day today. And I don't know, I think he expected to be like, yes, it was a beautiful day. And I'm just like I'm waiting for you to say what else you're. And he goes, are you listening to me? Yes, I'm listening to you. Do you have anything else to say? We're so accustomed to like that filler sound. It's a filler sound, like, okay. Don't fucking play with me. Don't play with me. See, I want a response. I can't do the filler sounds. I'm listening to you. And he gets all upset. But you just don't listen to me. I heard exactly what you said, and I will repeat everything you said. It's not my fault I don't do filler sounds. I'm just saying. So first house, the body. More positively, people may feel comfortable now with you as their leader, and they won't mind following your lead. That's part of what we're here for, Pisces. We're here to help people lead themselves back to themselves. And the only way to do that is by allowing them to see how we heal ourselves. She keeps on typing away. Hey, I'll play that game with you. From now on, I'll play that game with you. Let's see how irritated you are with that. Okay, so it's the Fool card. The first thing to consider with this card is how healthy you are and your stamina, then your role as a leader or just you as a person who is about to start something significant. Okay? All right. Excuse me. Right. He said you better. Don't be mad when I start making stupid sounds like that. Okay. Power. Card number 16, power. Pisceans, we have the ability to pull in a lot of that lunar energy. Bring your power back to you. Bring it back to you. Allow it to fully enter your space. Allow yourself to fully reclaim who you are, what you're here for, your truth. Allow yourself to receive love, support, words of encouragement. Like my husband just said, you better. Anyways, card number 50, the spiral. This is the path that you take as you rise and descend. So a lot of spiritual teachings teach only about a rise. It's not a linear line. That rise has a lot to do with going up and then going down as you curve back up and curve back down, curve back up, curve back down. It's about the ups and the downs, okay? Those things happen together. They happen simultaneously. Your path is not a linear one. If you feel like you're backtracking, if you feel like you're backsliding, if you feel like you're just being pulled back without your permission, consider yourself an arrow. It's the very resistance to being pulled back. That backwards movement is what loads a charge. The further back you're pulled, the more resistance is created. The more energy is loaded. And the moment you release your resistance to it, you will be launched forward. The further back you're pulled, the farther forward you're launched. Everything in beautiful time and measure. Allow your journey to happen. Just let it. Let it. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to predict it. There's a very reason why I can't read for myself. If I were to be able to read for myself, like really, really good, like I can read for myself, but it's my own doubt that stops it. I'm like, no, I'm just making this up. So the reason that has to happen for me personally is because if I actually can tell and truly believe, accept that this is accurate, what's going to happen in a few hours, in a few days, in a few weeks, I promise you, I will avoid that shit so good. I'm really good at avoidance, just so you know. Darnia, my book is out in the thing. No, it's not. It's right here. Hold on. Okay. So, card number 10. Number 10. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Here we go. It's the corn card. Corn represents the mother of sustenance and tangible abundance. This symbol represents material prosperity in the world of form that provides stability and sustenance to many. There's more than enough. Beware of shortcuts to your dreams or a fast track being offered to you now. Be especially mindful of your feelings of entitlement or an expectation to get something for nothing. Is that person's? Let me see. Oh, well, they're gone. Dang it. Whoever that person was, this card's for you. This is a time for gratitude, perseverance, and humility. Be prepared to work towards your goals and plant the seeds of your intentions consciously and respectfully. Release any insecure thoughts of scarcity, feeling that there is not enough, or worry that someone else could take what's yours. For those of you who are here and relating all of this towards twin stuff, if that's truly your twin, no one can take that away from you. But that doesn't necessarily mean that has to be beside you in this life. That connection is always yours. It's only for you. They can't ever have that kind of connection with anyone else. Just like you can't ever have that kind of connection with anyone else. But that does not mean you are entitled to have possession of them in this life. Boom. All right. Know that the universe will always provide, but you must be in a relationship with it in order to receive it. Relationship meaning give and take, meaning completing a whole circuit of love. The circuit means you give as much as you allow yourself to receive. You receive as much as you allow yourself to give. So you will reap what you sow. Take heart. Even if you didn't plant well and have conjured up the illusion of a drought, there's always a new season to begin again. For those of us, no, not us. I don't do that shit. For those of you who have this mindset of, oh, the only reason my twin is not with me is because they're with their evil karmic. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up, because whatever is going on over there, that's what's going to come to you. Okay? And I see this time and time and time again. Oh, because his wife is a bitch and she won't let us be together. Well, he's married. He's married. And then I'm like, I would leave that alone. You know, like it's just, that's, you know, you're initiating something that's can't possibly turn out good. You know, it can't possibly turn out good. There's going to be a lot of hurt shit all up in there. And quite a few people months later, a year later, oh, we're finally together. We're just, you know, finally got rid of that evil bitch of a wife. Give it another year. Oh my God, Emmie, I cannot believe he totally used me and he hurt me. Did I not tell you this shit would end bad? Did I not tell you this would end bad? I have no help to offer you. None. You allow yourself to be in a situation where you think you have to take something that you believe to be yours. Okay. You will reap the benefits of that. And the benefit is by learning through pain. So learn your lesson and move forward. Because really, if you're supposed to be with someone, you will be with them. Without the whole, like, the person they're with right now is a bitch. Yeah, and that's the only reason we're not together. I'm just saying. These are some tough lessons that people need to learn. That's up to you. What kind of lesson you want to learn, the way you want to learn it. It's really up to you. You. Okay. Card number 21. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. This is about allowing yourself to take a moment to slow everything down. Allow that chaos around you to just be the chaos around you and create stillness within yourself. Whatever's happening inside of you, it's leading you somewhere within yourself, within your journey. This is about you, Pisces. No one else. No one else, okay? Let me, I'm not supportive of people wanting any advice outside of leave someone who is in a relationship alone. I'm not supportive of that. I'm not spiritually evolved enough to be like, oh, that's beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's not beautiful to me. So that's all I can say about it. So beyond the mind, the heart beats. Allow yourself to let go of whatever is no longer useful. Okay? I'm sure the tree still loves all of its leaves, but when it comes time for fall, those leaves have to go. And it's not about letting go because you hate. It's not about letting go because of some other negative reason. It's about understanding there's no longer a purpose to hold on to that. It's time to let it go. So we now have card number 4, doable. The key is within your grasp. The key to unlock the door to your happiness is within your grasp. It's not someone else that's going to make you happy. I promise you that. I promise you that. Happiness is not contained within another person. Happiness is your ability to allow yourself to rise. Rise and grab hold of that key that unlocks the door to your lessons, to your understanding, to your self-acceptance, self-love, self-worth. I'm sorry, but I'm never going to be okay with being with someone that's already in a relationship. You are in a relationship. If you can allow yourself to be distracted by me while you are with someone who you claim to love, you will do that to me as well. You will. Because if at any point I no longer entertain you, I no longer make you happy, You had no problem doing it before. I'm not that special that you'd never do that to me, but you already did to someone else to get with me. I'll tell you guys this. I met my husband right when I got out of high school. I met him while I was still with my ex-boyfriend. And we sat at a table at a restaurant across from each other. And I saw him and I knew, ooh, who is this? Okay. I knew my relationship was ending, but he was sitting there with another girl. And I was like, I didn't even say hi to you. We'll leave that alone. So how did you guys get together? Well, we met again like a year or so later when I was single and he was single, because fuck that. I'm not going to be none of that. So it's doable. It's doable. It's within your grasp. If you're supposed to be with someone, you will be with someone. And it's not because of some karmic blah, blah, blah that they're not with you. No, they don't choose to be with you. That's the truth of it. That is the truth of it. Oh, but they love me and it's just their way. No. They don't choose to be with you. They choose to be with whoever they're with. Whether it's happy or not, it's irrelevant. They've made their choice. Respect it. Card number 34, 10th house, the world. Ooh, the world. If I rule the world, I free all my sons. Love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. If I rule the world. The desire for fame tempts even noble minds. Ooh. Okay. Fame in the world at large. This is an ambitious card. It's about owning the world and being on top of the world. Guess what? You are your world. Own your world. Be on top of your world. Don't allow anyone to diminish you. Don't allow yourself to diminish you. A lot of people have this mindset of, well, the reason they're not with me is because I didn't try enough or I'm not enough. No, they're not with you because they choose not to be. It has nothing to do with your worth. It has nothing to do with you doing enough or not enough. Leave that alone. Focus on yourself. Just focus on yourself and your growth. The right person will come along. You won't even have to look. Because when I met my husband again, I wasn't looking. As a matter of fact, I just got out of a relationship and I was all butthurt and I wasn't looking for nothing. I wasn't interested in nothing. At all. And I was about to move several hours away. And I just thought, oh, okay, we'll just hang out until I move. He came. Okay, stop. Okay, it also represents the earth. So working the land or acquiring land is something that may come into play. I think this is about you taking more ownership of parts of your consciousness. I'm wondering if you gave away real estate within your mind to someone else, where you won't allow yourself to think of anything but that person. And it's not that we're trying to ignore any kind of feelings, any kind of connection, any kind of missing someone, or any of that. It's about recognizing when our thoughts have become fixation. How does fixation serve you? Because sometimes fixation can serve me. Sometimes when I become hyper fixated on something, it's to help me better understand what it is and how to move forward from it. Other times when I get hyper fixated on something, it's because it's just too painful for me and I don't understand. And it's not necessarily that I wasn't enough or that I was too much or that I was even the wrong person. It's more of that's how I see myself. And I'm hyper fixated on it because of the fact that I'm not allowing myself to accept the truth of what this is telling me. I'm creating distortions within myself and how I see things. And that's why I get hyperfixated. So if you can recognize that you're doing that, you can then begin to take the steps to negate that. So card number 32, trust. There you are. There you are. All nice and cocooned. Mm-hmm. You have to trust. You have to trust that there's everything in this world that you need, and it's being brought to you. There's everything that you need. Well, the things that you need, all of the things that you need, is going to be brought to you in perfect time. So if you're needing a connection, if you're needing a release of the connection, if you're needing understanding, guidance, that's going to be brought to you in perfect time. Stop trying to rush it. Stop trying to control and force things, because sometimes that's what we end up doing. Sometimes we're so afraid that if we just trust, that we're going to come out empty-handed and a sore loser. How many of you have experienced that? Have you ever experienced something where that was your fear, that if I don't do this, I'm going to come out as a sore loser. I'm going to not have anything. I'm going to, look stupid. So I have to control. And Pisces, I see too many of us going through this thing where it's a third-party circumstance, and you will allow yourself to be run over time and time and time again. Because if you let go, then they're going to pick the other person, and then you're going to look stupid. You want to hear the truth? Do you want to hear the truth? Because I care enough to give you the truth. What looks stupid is fighting over and holding on to someone that's not worth your while. That's what looks stupid. Know when it's time to let go. Know when it's time to allow yourself to open your hand so something even better can be placed in it. Card number 46, the serpent. So let's see. 46. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden, and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. Forbidden fruit is knowledge. Forbidden fruit is not a person. Considering someone who is already unavailable as forbidden fruit, that's such a waste of your time and effort. It really is, because that's not going to give you anything outside of the lesson of self-worth. It's a very painful lesson to go through. Very, very, very painful. Any of you who have experienced that type of circumstance where you're learning your self-worth through the rejection of someone else, please do share how it affected you, how looking back, you saw the ways in which you could have avoided such a painful lesson by just accepting things, instead of trying to force yourself into a position where there was no space. There was no space. And it's not because you're a bad person. It's because you needed to learn firsthand about your worth. Life is nothing but lessons, and pain is the greatest teacher. It truly is. You will not learn anything as potently as you will learn it through pain. So, when you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, that's something you want to avoid. Do not use your energy to seduce others, or to allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. That is so profound. Do not allow yourself to be seduced by even your own ideas. We get so caught up in this game of like, oh my God, it's going to be such a fairy tale. We're, totally like, oh my God, this is going to be so amazing once I steal them away. In order to be able to steal something away, to facilitate that, it has to have not so much weight to it, right? It needs to be very easy to pick up and take. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I want to have someone with so much weight, so much substance, so much intelligence that they can't just be taken away. They can't just be snatched. Someone who can think for themselves and not just be fueled by some storyline that was concocted. I want myself to be that way, where I have so much weight, so much gravity about me that I can't just be swayed, pushed around by the tide, that I can hold my ground. And it doesn't matter who comes up to me with some story, some, some concept of we're supposed to be together, maybe in another life. But in this life, I'm busy being me right now. And I don't think you have the strength to carry someone like me. Because those storylines are meant to carry you away, right? To carry, I know I'm too heavy to carry. I have the weight of my truth within me. You're not just going to carry me. I'm anchored within my own ocean. And maybe if we're able to really take that in for ourselves, then we can really stop being flung around by people's bullshit. How many times have I had people message me that kind of stuff? Thank you, meditation. Time and time and time again. I don't know why you're running away from me, Emmie. We're twins. We're supposed to be together. Okay, I'll tell you this. It's on, right? The one person that I did identify as my twin ray, we're not together. So if I'm not even willing to be together with them, I for fucking sure am not willing to be with you. Stop with the bullshit. I'm anchored in my truth. I'm working on my life. I'm working on my understanding of my journey. That's all I'm focused on. That's all I'm focused on. All of that bullshit can just miss me. I'm a duck and dodge, duck and dodge. Keep missing me with your bullshit. Because I don't need that kind of validation. And I think that's part of the problem is, where the frick did my book? Oh, here. When we start dismissing our worth and our truth, something needs to take that place. And that sense of knowing, oftentimes, that's what's going to really, really cause you to feel as though you need some sort of external validation. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. In reverse. Literary ability, agility in handling matters, simulated enjoyment, enforced gaiety, letter, message. You're going to get communication. Communication either from your higher self or from the person you have a connection with. It might be that the essence of the person you have a connection with will find a different method to connect with you. For some people, those who have a very strong connection with a twin thing, that connectivity might come in the form of like almost like telepathy. For others, it might be that the energy jumps and occupies a completely different person, and you're able to work on certain aspects that you couldn't with the individual, the original individual. And that's because right now it's time for us to heal on such a deep level that if the human is not willing to cooperate and participate, soul will find another way. It will find another way. It's not that you're being encouraged to be in a romantic relationship with someone else to replace another. No, it's the whole aspect of healing so that you can have the conversations that maybe you couldn't have with the individual. Okay? And again, it's not about trying to get with an individual. It's about trying to get yourself centered in your truth. So, yikes. All right. They playing with you. Hold on. So we have ready to wash over me, ready to lose my feet. We have the death card in reverse, stagnation, slow changes, partial change, inertia, narrowly avoiding a serious accident. So what if you've been stagnant for this long because you've been waiting for someone to come back and the whole blah, blah storyline? And what if now that you're willing to take some action, create some movement within yourself and your journey, you are narrowly avoiding an accident of giving yourself to someone who is not worthy of you? And I'm not talking about twin stuff. I'm talking about our perception of an individual being our twin because we are so desperate to have that kind of connection. And I'm not saying desperate as in you're, you know, oh, you're so pathetic. No, I'm talking about we are so needy with our growth that we don't realize we have everything within us that we need. So maybe it's time for you to recognize that maybe you have to move forward from it. Okay? Moving forward doesn't necessarily mean closing the door. It means you're moving forward, and the potentiality of a reconnection because there's a need for finishing some soul lessons together, that should always be left open. Okay? I could talk all my shit I want about F twin flame BS and this and that, but I know for a fact, I know this for a fact, if I need to reconnect with that type of energy, that individual, as a part of my growth, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do to avoid that, to stop that, to prevent it. No, because this is something my soul planned. Am I going to sit here and wait? I don't fucking think so. I got other shit to do. I have other shit to do. My growth is mine. It's mine. It's not someone else. It's not someone else's job to cultivate that. So then we get 8 of Swords, frustrations, feeling bound and gagged, because this is really about your perception of what's supposed to happen. This is about expectation. If your expectation is not in alignment with your truth, if your expectation is in alignment with what people are writing and saying on social media, the internet, regarding, oh, twin flames, it's the best sex you're ever going to have. So this is what you... Let me tell you a fact. It's not uncommon for twin flames to have shared a life with their siblings. That's like your twin flame was probably your brother or sister in one of your lives. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, okay? Yeah, you're out. Fuck out of here with your sheeple shit. All right, so here goes. Card 7 of Swords, plans, hopes, wish card, highest minor rank in the Arcana. You don't have to feel like you ever had a twin. It's perfectly fine. Twins are not necessarily necessary in your life and your journey. It's not. Oh, wait. Is someone? Thank you, Lele. I'm sorry, I totally missed that. I was on one. Okay, so 7 of Swords, plans, hopes, wish card, highest minor arcana. So you're going from 7 of Swords, where you're bound and all your ability and weaponry, all your tools, they're basically taken from you, to now recognizing this is your stuff. Start walking. Take it with you. Okay, take your ability, your knowing, your gifts, all of that. Take it with you. All right. Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse. Loss of friendship, unhappiness, family quarrel, pettiness, rage, difference of opinion. Ooh. All right. So you hear it right there. Difference of opinion. If they believe, whoever they are, that you need to be a person outside of who you actually are, that's definitely a major difference in opinion. That's definitely going to cause some sort of family or friendship quarrel. Let that go anyways. Let it go. You don't have space in your field to hold on to the things that will continue to negate your growth. It doesn't matter who it is. If you can let it go while still allowing them to have a part in your life, beautiful. If you're not at a point where you've grown enough that they can be a part of your life and you can still move forward, then they need to not be a part of your life. Only you know the answer to that. Only you do. And this is not about allowing other people to guilt you into being something other than who you are. And who you are, you don't need to try. There's no effort in being who you are. Well, I'm trying to. No, that's where you're messing up. You don't have to try. You just have to be. You're not here to play a role. You're not. You're so much more than just filling a role. You're here to truly experience yourself as you are. All right. We've got the Fool in reverse. Bad decision, apathy, hesitation, negligence. You can't make your decisions or live your life based on what other people are telling you, myself included. Myself included. Everything that I say is nothing more than a way to get you to begin questioning and thinking for yourself. If you think that these videos are to tell you what to do, it's not. I could never truly know and be able to 100% guide you exactly as your soul wants you to be. Because guess what? I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being, fully capable of mistakes, misunderstandings. Everything I say is filtered through my perception. And if you're going to take in everything that I'm saying or someone else is saying, you are failing to take into account their perception that is created through the traumas that they have experienced in life. Their perception is for them, for their journey. Your perception is for yours and your journey. So it's time you begin thinking for yourself at this point. Let's see. Ace of Swords. Great determination, initiative, strength, activity, excessiveness, triumph, fertility, prosperity, deep emotions. This is our energy. This is a good place to end this reading. Our energy is telling us that we have what it takes. We can get through this. We will get through this. We're going to continue to grow. We need to continue to choose ourselves. We need to allow ourselves to be free to question everything. Even me, question me if you want. That's how it should be. You shouldn't just be accepting everything I say as though it's the word of God, because I guarantee you there's plenty of times God's been really like, what is wrong with this one? Oh well. So allow yourself to grow. Really allow it. Allow yourself to be open to receiving whatever it is your soul needs you to receive, whether that be just thoughts, realizations, whether that be divine guidance, whether that be a return or of communication with an individual, whatever it is, stop fighting it, okay? Stop fighting yourself, stop fighting your path, and just allow yourself to finally exist. Just be. Just be. You will grow and shift and change as your soul deems necessary. You don't stay the same person. Nobody does. Nobody does. So thank you guys so much. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye.